Hello guys. Today I want to talk about a problem that I have struggled with like throughout like most of my life. Which is repetitiveness. It's a problem I feel like that is not talked about. Like what I mean. Although I think I've gotten like better with it. Like what I mean. It's where like literally I used to like literally repeat my words and things like that, and like what I said and things like that, and like really my actions and things like that. That could kind of like go along with OCD to a degree. Although, I never had any disorders or anything like that. I've never been diagnosed or anything like that. Although, I think it's just something that maybe some people like go through. That could be just a challenge. I don't know if I would call that just a disorder. Although, like, literally, um, yeah. Although, like, I think I'm better with it now. Like, like, I think I've gotten over it now. I think I've learned from it and things like that. Like, literally, you know, yeah, like, like, so, like, literally, I would suggest to you guys, like, just be careful, like, without, like, with that, like, like, even, like, repetitive thoughts I would have sometimes and things like that. I used to be very careful, like, with what I was thinking about and things like that with my thoughts and things like that. Like, literally, yeah, like, it's just, like, literally, you don't want to be repetitive or anything like that. Like, like, you want to be different, like, you don't want to be doing the same thing and like saying the same thing and like thinking about the same thing, like like it's just annoying, like yeah. So like just be careful with that, like, guys, like so yeah, like just be careful with that. It's very important that like you like literally keep your mind really clear. I suggest that because like sometimes you can get like consumed by your thoughts and things like that, which like it is like something that like I feel like a lot of people can like struggle with, like it's a problem that a lot of people can struggle that people struggle with, like I think it's like, yeah, I think it's like, like something that like literally not a lot of people talk about and things like that, like I think it's a problem for like a lot of people, like I think that a lot of people have like a problem like that they don't like literally share and things like that. Like I feel like people keep secrets like nowadays and things like that, like literally, yeah, I feel like a lot of people have like a lot of different problems though, to be fair, although like, yeah, yeah, like so yeah, like literally, although it is what it is, although I think like really as a society we should maybe try and be more open with each other, which is like why I don't like news and things like that. Like they hide things and things like that, and they don't tell the truth. Like they lie and things like that. They give false information and like they talk about like depressing topics, like like you know I mean like different crime and things like that, and like people robbing different businesses and things like that. So yeah, like literally, it's just wrong and things like that. And also with celebrities too, like they're never open like with their life and things like that. Like a lot of them aren't. I'm not saying all of them are. I mean, I'm not saying all of them aren't. Although, like I think a lot of them like try and hide different things and like literally they don't want the public to know. Which I mean, I think is reasonable to a degree because I think that like literally there should be more privacy for celebrities and things like that. I think that they're like consumed by like the media and things like that sometimes and like the news. I think that like they just try and like keep their life private as much as they can, which is understandable. Although I think, to be fair, I think as a society we should be a little bit more open. Although, like literally, not too open. Like literally, if we don't want to. It's kind of hard to say. To be fair, I think this is a really hard topic to talk about. Like, although overall, I think we should be a little bit more open, like with each other, so we're not hiding anything. Because I've experienced like people hiding stuff from me and things like that. So like yeah, and it prevents lying to a degree, although not like literally open to where like literally you're telling someone your life story. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, well, I don't know. I feel like literally it would make us like be a better society and things like that. Like our society would like improve by being like that. Although maybe not. I don't know. I feel like being too open can be a problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. I too like agree with that. Like I try to be as secret as I can. Like like literally I like to hide things from different people and things like that. I don't like to associate with a lot of different people. Like I just like to be careful and things like that because I know that I know that there are like a lot of bad people out there. Like so like I like to be like just like literally you know yeah, like not sharing too much and things like that. Like yeah. And you gotta be careful with what you say and things like that. Like literally, yeah. although yeah, I think there is a level of like secrecy that everyone should have. Although um yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that because like literally it's kind of hard to say, because like literally yeah, I mean like I'm not sure what to say about that. Although I think that like literally yeah, I think it depends. Like literally yeah. Um like I think that we should be careful though, although yeah. Um yeah. I mean, like, literally, it's kind of hard to talk about, like, something like that because, like, it's just, like, literally, I get both sides, like, I mean, you want to be, like, literally secretive and things like that, and, like, although, like, on the other hand, like, being too secretive can be, like, a little bit, like, difficult, like, what I mean, like, literally, um, you know, um, I prefer to be more secretive, although, like, literally, I don't know really what to say about this. I think, you know what, I do get both sides, to be fair, I do, that's just one, this is just, I mean, yeah, this is just one of those things where you get both sides, although, yeah, I mean, um, yeah, although, yeah, I mean, like, literally, I think it depends, although, yeah, I won't go into that anymore, although, like, literally, yeah, it's kind of a hard topic, although, yeah, although, like, I think overall we shouldn't be hiding anything from anyone like that that's close to us at least. Like, what I mean? Because I think that's like what you experience like with a lot of different people and things like that. You know what I mean? And like literally, I also think that like literally, yeah, like it just depends and things like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It does depend. Although, yeah. Um, so yeah. Although like overall, guys, like I would suggest like just like literally try and like literally do a lot of different hobbies and like literally like like just like occupy yourself with stuff like what I mean like literally keep yourself like amused, entertained, like what I mean, don't get like depressed because like in your free time you can get like that sometimes and things like that. We want to be careful like with like not to get like that because like really a lot of people like aren't like that in this world. Like there are a lot of people who are angry at this world and things like that, which I get, and like literally I've been like that before. I will admit that to a degree, and I know a lot of people who have been like that, and it's hard not to be fair. Like even with different situations and things like that, because this world like can be hard. Like literally, it can be like literally frustrating at times, and like literally just like I mean I guess like literally just like difficult. Like I mean. It can cause like this world can cause like literally a lot of trouble and things like that. Like literally like I mean yeah, this world can be like literally depressing, like like just like I guess like literally horrifying, I guess. Although like literally I mean like yeah, maybe even terrible like at times. Like literally it's just like with these different situations like what I mean I can get why like people are like that though, to be fair, although like yeah, I try not to be like that, although yeah, it's just like literally yeah, like because like just the other day, right, like literally I've had like an experience like what I mean, where I was like angry for like a few moments, like because like of something that like literally like like just like wasn't handled, like what I mean, like what I mean, it's just like literally causing like a lot of trouble for me and things like that. Like literally, um, it's just like literally, I get it. I really do get it. I do get why people are like that. Like I do, even though like I try not to be like that. I do get that why people are like that. Although, yeah, like literally, it's just like some of these situations can be like literally really bad. Like what I mean, and like some of these situations can be wrong and things like that. And like literally, like you experience difficulties in this life, like you do, and it is what it is. You can't like do anything about it. Like what I mean, you should try and be happy though. Although, like literally, yeah, I mean, like I get it though. To be fair, like what I mean, yeah, um although like literally I'm not really an angry person or anything like that, although like literally I feel like literally yeah, there's some things out there that just aren't handled right. They aren't handled correctly, like, you know what I mean? It's just like literally I had a situation where like literally it's just like I had a situation where like literally you know, things weren't like done and things like that. You know, like it's just like yeah, and things weren't working out. Although, yeah, like literally you know, like literally it's just like yeah, you know, like literally yeah, I mean it is what it is. I mean you can't do anything about it. Although like literally yeah. Um although yeah, so I mean like literally I mean I guess like literally just try not to focus on the negatives like too much, guys, like, you know what I mean? Like literally like just yeah, like, you know what I mean, you do want to focus on the positives and like, you know, don't focus on the wrong things, focus on the good things, like, you know what I mean, don't focus on the bad things, you know what I mean, um, focus on the great things, like, you know. So that's all I have to say, guys. You know, gracias, share. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, you know what I mean, trying to be informative and things like that, and like uplifting and things like that. Come on now, there's no reason not to. I'm a good person. All right, bye guys, see you next time. Bye guys.